Welcome to the Two Boots Word Vault podcast. This episode continues my reading of the poems from the section Blue Music from the Star Cafe in my book, Herds of Bears Surround Us. This is part 2 of that section. So I want to continue with the second half of the section Blue Music from the Star Cafe from the book Herds of Bears Surround Us. Here's the poem entitled Jeepers, the Dreamers Are in Love, a kalimba dream song. Blueberries dance on a kalimba's tongue. Red newts and frogs lead the parade. We're following close by. Someday we'll leap and cakewalk to that carrot-colored moon. Jeepers, the dreamers are in love. Jeepers, we're dreamers in love. 2 chipmunks run to our house, rush up the drapes and giggle. The Merganser family waddles up the stairs with a platter of fish mousse and crackers. Jeepers, the dreamers are in love. Jeepers, we're dreamers in love. Call the neighbors and their sleepy kids. They don't have to comb their hair. They can wear their polka dot pajamas. Let's eat, let's laugh. Let's waltz in our slippers. Jeepers, the dreamers are in love. Jeepers, we're dreamers in love. Now, here's a poem. The guitar player with a pearl earring, after 2 paintings by Vermeer. I never kissed her cranberried lips. I only listened to the bees guarding her heart. She said to me, "How long must I play for you? Shake off your shyness." I said, "Your smile is lightning across the sky of my heart." She said, "Your hesitation is a storm ready to rain on my zinnias." Next one, Ragamala Dancer. If I don't trust your smiles, I have good reason. They serve something beyond goodwill. They're not at all like those of a cheerleader. They are dangerous, inward avalanches. Around your throat, the gold necklace is a range of mountains on fire. Your trembling fingers are gentle rains, and your arched body is a tripled rainbow. My knuckles begin to sweat, and my toes curl as your dancer's eye paint pulls me into those white orbs with their pools of black ferocity. You could take cannonballs, pop them like bubblegum between your lips, and swallow them. You break the wall of my armory, your hands thrust from this stage into the world of a she-tiger, where your teeth shatter my rabbit bones. Another, Swans Who Ferry Saraswati. Before the Junjangan temple, I watched 2 girls dance, bedecked as Balinese goddesses. Their fingers bend upward and move like the wings of the swans who ferry Saraswati. I have sons, but I would love a daughter so beautiful, gifted, and visible. Imagine being 14, your mother painting your makeup, your father playing the gamelan flute, your neighbors at the gongs and drums, your body an aircraft for a goddess. because goddesses depart with the dance. The girls stand so small and deflated as they shake my hand with thank yous in choppy English. Then, while still dressed in gold, they mount their motorbikes and flee through the night toward home. To the other side of the world, flamenco de hoy. When Pedro Cortez strums his guitar, honey hives grow more frenzied and prairie dogs dive for cover. La Concha, in her red sheer skirt, dances with the fury of bison stampeding across a wooden bridge. Her calves dart in and out of other worlds. Sharks circle inside her elbows. Although her breasts slump, her slight plump belly quivers like lava in the sea. Her beautiful behind is a shivering peony conjuring a thunderstorm. She's an Egyptian tiger who glares at us, then grins from Mount St. Helens lap. And here's the long poem. Yada churns the ritual sea, and maidens rock in Ole's. On a sweltering Saturday in July, in Maiden Rock, Wisconsin, in Ole's bar, 3 musicians play just for fun. Yada sings and chords his guitar. Gib hits a small snare and a hi-hat, and Steve's brought his sousaphone. When Yada begins, Light My Fire, the 35-year-old song is more because of our years and Steve's achy sousaphone solo. Yada strums new life into the stale words, and the memories lead our hearts to the inner dance halls and pavilions. The dark years since adolescence add shadings to the teenaged lyrics. Our knees hop, our backs swivel, and our hips begin to sway. The bar's mahogany shadows resonate like the wine glass which a nail-painted mother fingers. She once danced with a carpenter whose bold and upright legs melted against her thigh. She remembers his hand's strong grip on her future. Gib grins, raps his snare, rattles his cymbal, and embellishes Yada's strum. Melodies float like the patchouli he tasted years ago on the West Bank. Rhythms return to him. The magic is back. Through each revolution of the ceiling fan, the unseen world is glimpsed and glimpses back. Motes of light, as if distant moons, reflect in a stack of cocktail glasses. There's a sing-along twinkle in everyone's eye. There's a hum above the bass notes, like an ancient chant from our cave at the bottom of the bluff. Laughter and gratitude warm the room, heat our souls, and spark a divine emotion. A motorcyclist leaning in the doorway explains the Venturi effect as air rushes through the narrow opening. In the heaviest heat, when no one expects more than a cold beer, a musical magician churns the right liqueurs. Who could know that the bachelorette party would use the Venturi breeze, the Motown moves, the rock and roll brown-eyed girl with her heart thumping down in the hollow moment to descend into Ole's. The bride-to-be and her retinue enter our cavern, which is filled with the music of their elders, a tavern filled with life's ruin and resurrection. Where the dartboard hangs, an unseen hurler has thrown a perfectly aimed projectile. The young women, with their creamy faces and excited bodies, circle the bride-to-be and push her toward a ritual chair where she teases and admires a seated, goateed man stranger. She practices her chest rolls, the one that will call her groom to bed, the ones she'll offer him for promises, the ones that will beckon a soul from the invisible world, so that she might bring a child into this world. The Dionysian Maenads circle Yada, and he never stops strumming. He churns the ritual sea. He stirs the river's foam for Aphrodite. This is a holy gopi dream, the rite of a pre-matrimonial goddess. The young women's breasts play with Yada's knees. Their sexual vessels spark with lightning as they bob and throb and lift toward the music. It's the voices and the sousaphone's vast horn curled like a great goddess's vaginal tract. Venus and Isis and Ishtar arrive. Those of us with grown children remember and admire this prelude to marital matings. The tavern's entranced. The music gets higher, whistling and dancing into a cyclone. As Gibb drives harder, hits the one as he should, the women dance up on the bar. Their shaking creates ecstatic displays as we elders witness the miracles. The sourest man gets light on his feet. A prude giggles and tickles her husband. A bartender's embarrassed. The jukebox won't take money. No one goes to the bathroom. But as quickly as they arrive, the maidens return to the evening while the musicians play on and on. Who knows if they fled to the hills, to husbands or strangers down the road? Maybe Krishna ferried them across the river. Maybe they were baptized by John. Maybe they kissed the waves on Lake Pepin or merely drove back to the farm. Beside the Mississippi River on a hot Saturday evening, if the July sky is cloudless, if the moon is yet to rise, if each star is a dancing pearl, the music may bring you a goddess.